Initially, when I was asked to become a woman of impact, I was a little bit hesitant. It took me a while to say yes, and as I thought more and more about it, I thought, why not? Women and girls in our community need to be educated on heart-healthy habits. I thought about my paternal grandmother who passed away from heart failure. She had congestive heart failure, and she didn't move. She was one of those grandmothers that stayed in the house all day. The only time she really got up was to go to the grocery store. She got up to go in the kitchen and cook, and she got up to go to the bathroom and go to bed. That was it. And I feel like if she had the resources that we have today, she would have been alive a lot longer.
I decided to become a woman of impact because I have a personal story that affected my husband, my children, and myself. Many, many years ago, I took CPR training through my employer who had partnered with the American Heart Association, and I got certified for it. Well, several years later, my husband's heart stopped, and I was able to give him CPR, and that was what allowed him to get to the hospital and ultimately get a heart transplant. So that happened for 30 seconds of CPR, and that saved his life. So I just want to bring awareness of how important it is to be prepared, know CPR, and also know your family history of heart disease.
I decided to join this campaign because I am a woman, and I think that women's health is really important, and I'm always going to root for us because we're stronger together. And being a busy woman on the go, I know that we don't always put ourselves first. So I need to put myself first, and I want to help all of us put ourselves first.
I decided to become a woman of impact because after having been diagnosed with hypertension, having a silent stroke, being told I was at risk for sudden cardiac death, it was a natural fit. I wanted to make sure that women, through my story, understood it was important to know their numbers, to get their checkups, and that no one had to suffer because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Especially as a woman of color, we're often experiencing health inequities when we deal with the system. So it's really important to be able to be empowered to ask questions, to know what questions to ask for, and to really advocate for yourself when someone's not listening to you.
I decided to become a woman of impact because I realized how important it is to get the information out about heart disease and stroke awareness. I learned a lot about my family history. My mother-in-law had a stroke. My cousin had 2 heart attacks. My father had quadruple bypass surgery. And I recently found out a dear friend of mine had a cardiac event back in November. And that one really hit close to home because we've known each other since preschool.
I decided to become a nominee because I believe in the cause. I have a mantra that I come back to frequently, and that's strong body, strong mind. And as far as strong body, the heart, I feel, is the engine, the powerhouse, and of course engines need maintenance. Here we have the American Heart Association with an absolute treasure trove vault of resources, anything from menu prep to complex lifestyle changes and everything in between. And a lot of those recommendations align with my beliefs too, and things that I find important, like getting outside, walking, eating healthy. And so I'm happy to align myself with an organization that promotes building stronger bodies and minds through heart health.
I want to become a teen of impact because of my mom. Since I was a little kid, American Heart Association has always been there for me, and they're basically like a second family to me. When I was about 10 years old, my mom had a heart attack, and it was something really scary for me to go through. The doctors think that it could be genetic, and that's why I have a heart monitor in me right now. I want to help be a part of raising funds for the American Heart Association to help further research.
I wanted to become a Teen of Impact nominee because the message that it pushes out is really important to me, and I feel like it could be really important to other people if they get awareness about it. And I feel like this program is really amazing, especially since I want to go into the medical field when I'm older, and I'm really excited to be part of it.
I became a nominee because heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. Shockingly, every 33 seconds someone loses their life. As a sophomore, I was astonished to hear this. Now, I'm committed in leading a heart-healthy lifestyle campaign that raises awareness and promotes education. Let's make those 33 seconds a symbol of change.
I wanted to become a Teen of Impact because I was born with a congenital heart defect called tetralogy of Fallot, and I've had 4 heart surgeries since then, and I live a normal life just like any teenager my age. I also play soccer, and a few of my coaches and teammates even make comments to me, and they're like, I had no idea you're even born with a heart defect. So I think that's pretty cool, pretty amazing. And I want to continue to share the American Heart Association's message of living healthy with others and reach as many people as possible.